Well, hi, my name is Jessica Nicolai. I'm the creator of the Placerita Canyon Audio Discoveries. For short, we call it PCAD here at the Nature Center. And what it is pretty much you can either visit our website at placerita.org, or you can also visit iTunes and search for Placerita in the search bar. You download an MP3. Currently, it's just one track. It's the entire hike. It's about 23 minutes and just the one track. And you'll come here to the park. You'll stop at the very entrance to our canyon trail, which is currently the only hike that we have available, but we are planning on doing more. You'll stop in front of the one, you'll push play. It'll kind of tell you, give you a little introduction to the trail, what you are going to be seeing, what to expect exactly. Then you'll hear a cricket noise, and that's how you know when to stop. You'll pause it, and then you'll walk over to the second post, and they are numbered, by the way, so you don't have to count. And you'll walk over to number 2. You'll push play again, and it'll tell you that you're at stop 2, and then it'll kind of introduce to you what you're standing in front of. So that's pretty much the gist of the entire program. You know, you'll be walking on the trail, you'll see the posts, and every time you see one, you push play, and that's what PCAD's all about. There are 23 posts in total on the hike. Each one is different from another. You know, sometimes you're going to be learning about plants, sometimes you'll be learning about rock formations, sometimes just interesting little tidbits you probably wouldn't have even thought about while hiking the trail, and especially at number, I think it's like 18 or so. We have one stop. A lot of people would always come in and ask about, we have a bubbling pool of white oil, and it's all natural, but people would come in and say, you know, do you know you have a gas leak up there at the trail, you know, about a mile up, and we'd say, you know, no, don't worry about it, it's just white oil. It's all natural. It's been bubbling here in the park for years and years and years, and so it's each stop is very, you know, different in its own sense, and I think it'll be very helpful in just educating people about the trail. And, you know, I mean, they could be walking on the trail and probably wouldn't have even noticed something. So I think that's what PCAD was all about, really just kind of introducing to people stuff they probably would just take for granted if they were to just be hiking by themselves. While you'll do, all the instructions are already on the website as far as how to download the program. You'll go to the website and it'll tell you, you know, click here. It's very obvious where you download it from. It'll download to your computer. All you have to do is just, you know, it depends, of course, if you have an MP3 player or an iPod. All you should have to do is just drag the file over to your music player, and then just, that's about it. You just upload it, and you come out here to the trail and you listen to it. But we were planning originally on having rental MP3 players here at the park, but we figured it'd just be a little bit easier and a little bit more coordinated if we just, you know, let the public actually download it for themselves. And then, of course, you know, it's their own personal player, so. PCAD went live about 2 weeks ago. August of '08 is when we finally debuted it on the website, and then a couple days later it was published on iTunes. So it hasn't been out for too long, but I'm very excited to see exactly what happens with it and how people react to it. So pretty much there was a lot of research involved with actually creating the script for the program. I did have to go to the library a lot, and I did do a lot of research online. And fortunately enough, just actually working here at the park, you know, I do lead hikes on that trail a lot, and you know, I did kind of know about the plants and about the rock formations and all this stuff that you do see on the trail already. So that helped. But of course, you know, I also talked a lot with the rangers here at the park. A lot of the docents who are trained volunteers, you know, they work with the kids during the on the school field trips and stuff like that. But pretty much just from working here, you know, I really just kind of, it was a learning experience. You know, not just actually making the program, but just having to really research the certain things that you'd find on the trail. So it was definitely a lot of work. Okay. As far as the future of the audio discoveries goes, right now we've only done one for the canyon trail, so there is only one available hike you can take. But what we're planning on doing is just seeing exactly how popular it is. You know, if people really enjoy it, if there's anything we could really improve upon it. But yeah, we're just going to see exactly what happens with this current one, and then we are hoping eventually to do more audio discoveries for the other trails here at the park, especially like this one we're standing in front of. This is the Heritage Trail, and you know, we want to talk about the walkers who used to live in this cabin right over here. We want to talk about you know, the Native Americans that lived here, and So there is still a lot we can cover here in the park. And as far as actually doing it for other parks, we'll see. I mean, right now it is something that's just unique to Placerita Canyon, but if anybody asks me, from other parks, maybe how they did it, or if I could help them out in any way, we'd be happy to help, but for right now, it is kind of just a unique thing to Placerita Canyon. Well, I'd like to thank you all for your time. I really hope you guys come down here to Placerita Canyon, visit our website, find out about all the programs that we're doing here. We also offer animal presentations, also a lot of other fun and exciting programs here. But I'd really like everybody to try and download Placerita Canyon Audio Discoveries. Come here, listen to it. Let me know how you like it so I can make more for you guys, because that's what it's all about. We're here for you. So please come to the canyon and just try it out. Let us know what you think about it, and we hope to see you real soon.